High stakes in this one. Scheduled for 12. Both trainers. And Derek Chisora comes out fast. My goodness, you're saying he just got sort of tangled up there, but that is the worst possible start for him. Down, he's particularly buzzed, but that's typical Chisora. He comes out flying, doesn't he? Yeah, I didn't think it was with Chisora's feet, but the referee scored in a knockdown. Chisora started fast for the distance. Well, he does bring it. We know so many championship level fights. You just got to refine him. A little roughed up and smothered and swarmed by Chisora. Parker can make this a very difficult. Going first there, Parker. Chisora as well, I can hear so many voices saying different things to him. He's got to listen out. His furrow, doing his thing. But you're absolutely right, you know, if you've got two voices, you just fell short. This is better, much better from Parker. Looks really laboured at the moment. He's got to relax and get his own jab going.
Guard that we used to see Archie Moore and Joe Frazier, and he dips into range and so low and catching Chisora as he comes in. That's a punch that landed 7 seconds.
Tangle up, did he hit one of the other? No, he's taking the shot.
Landed.
He's taking the
it
shot.
It looked like it hit him on the shoulder. I thought in the knockdown, I thought Parker was the better fighter in the round, but it was a knockdown, albeit on the back of the head.
But he settled well after it, Park. Good moments. Let's see if he can build on those moments here. Which is 2 seconds, but Parker's warmed to this now.
You don't want to give up too much ground in straight lines, because no sooner as you found an exit, you're back. The man that likes to set his feet and land the big bombs offset. Keep breaking up.
Loaded up with that right.
Obviously, that right hand, what you were talking about, Chisora is very misleadingly strong. You know, people will know. So good at covering the ground, getting close to you with these type of shots.
Just like that.
Good shot, good shot.
Feels is going to be an elite level coach. Fascinating duel, right? What they are, and yeah, for Chisora, it's just a case of trying to bust his man up. Big right hand.
Get close, break him down to the body. Don't waste too much energy launching big shots.
Especially when he comes in off the right hand, and he's wide open for the uppercut through the middle. The shots is so wide.
From Andy Lee, listen, we knew he was going to start fast. You're going to have a few more rounds of this. Both corners know what's going on.
For that, I think either levering in with the forearm or just trying to throw it as he's coming in rather than when he... That's what he needs to do, Parker. Just create himself some space by any means necessary.
Block with his whole arm, and it comes round. Parker comes round that with a left hook to the head.
Tackled up again and again. Parker staying nicely out of range there. Just chatting away.
Derek usually hands the burgers out as well. 5 guys it is. He knocks the burgers out after the fights.
On the way in, so it can be vulnerable too when he squares up just inside that long right hand. Yeah, the Parker can start to time him on that. Maybe put the uppercut on the back of it. Nice
Part of the game plan as well. There he goes again down.
And Chris, you know, we see fighters saying, I plan to come on strong late, but to come on strong, he's took Joseph Parker right out of his comfort zone. He's making him work so hard.
He still has a minute or so left. There's a switch upstairs, but straight back.
Forward in a southpaw stance, and then he switches to orthodox.
Been a very physical fight this through the first 4 rounds for both of them.
Oh, good shot.
Big right. Flexes there, Parker.
Nice uppercut from Parker there inside. Left uppercut. The voice has switched over to the other corner. You've got to move your head more, and it's exactly what we target when you're doing so. Thought it was really good, that fight from Andy Lee there.
Yeah, you're in trouble if you let Derek Chisora start bullying you.
Steps on, as soon as you feel he's on the edge of punching range, you've got to slam that jab through and then move. Find yourself with your back to the ropes or where he is now in the corner.
Well, the pattern continues, Parker. Nice work there from Chisora.
Fatigued. I think what we've experienced tonight and what we're seeing tonight, we'll be albeit a bit more successful as a coach with the game plan. Look, it's the same thing every time from Chisora, and it's not hard to predict, but it's so hard. Chisora will win this fight on point or perhaps stop him late, but if he makes Parker work late and perhaps stop, Chisora will beat Chisora on point. It is an
corner, even given all the good work to the body that Derek Chisora has been doing and the output for one pressing the pace, but all the work that Andy Lee's been doing, really putting him through his condition. Say that the Joseph Parker in the junior far pipe will probably be blowing a lot more than he is.
That was a bit of a wild one from.
Tough to nail clean sometimes, Chisora, the way he dips down to his right so much. In my opinion, when he's on the ropes, he looks okay, he looks safe there, he's happy to stop there and win.
Question about Chisora, what is his conditioning like at the age of 37? Explosive fast start as well, he did find a second win. I
agree with Chris, Parker doesn't look too troubled, especially this round. Lovely.
Parker is he really? You can argue Chisora's edging a lot of these rounds just through activity. That corner breathing very, very heavily, and just a sense in that last round that he's starting to...
First 30 seconds from Chisora because of the work rate that he puts in. Every video and clip of fatigue in the last round, he missed with a couple of shots. He fell in after a couple of shots, and I didn't like how
we saw from the Usyk fight, but as you say, as it goes on, he's a decent sharp shooter.
Sharp shooting with the jab.
Just waiting, just flicking the jab out there, trying to time that right hand as Chisora lunges in.
Really sharp there from Parker, who then backs up as Chisora absorbing the drum. But he said, I guarantee a knockout in this one. And you look at the record of these two. A trait between the two of them. They've both been dishing it out here and soaking it up.
Fight, and what you see is what you get with him. He's going to work from bell to bell of every round.
A bit against Usyk and then found his second win. So I think appearances can be deceptive, but there's nothing.
After the first signs of fatigue of Derek Chisora, is this where Joseph Parker starts to just... That's what they said. I remember Buddy McGirt at the press conference said, I anticipate they'll try and work with us. It was just a nod of Andy Lee's, and Joseph Parker just tilted his head towards us.
That's good for me though, because listening to the coach then good, because with his wealth of knowledge in your corner if you're not going to listen to him. Along with Russ Amber there.
The body don't stop doing that. At the moment it's more poised. And Chisora finds something to just knock him out of what seems...
Good stuff from Parker.
Tell that Chisora is a little bit more fatigued, is that they're just greater breaks.
Anyone that knows the boxing, Chris, especially Andy, in the action, there's going to be a little sag here and there. And when that happens, you have to...
In the first will have just made the scores a little bit wider in Derek Chisora's favor.
Chisora saw that. There's then Parker having the last word in the exchange. This is better. No, it's Chisora back on the front foot. Back to the body, mixing in the uppercut, but Parker is catching light now.
Wow.
Both of them just going hell for leather here. Parker keeps coming up with answers. And that was a really sharp three.
Finished the round really strong, Parker. Thought he's improving as the fight's going on. He's got to keep this pace. Once you set it, you can't stop it.
This is just where on the inside, his shots are getting to the target quicker and then landing with a little bit more spike to his contest. But Chisora, listen, we know he'll will himself through the fire. Coverage is positive, his shape's good, all the signs that he's been doing the road work.
But still coming forward, still looking to soften the body up.
Little three-punch combination. He's fresh, he's very fresh, and he's still got that speed and power. Not have hurt you in the first 6 rounds, but they're going to ask questions of you in the last 6 rounds.
Leading, certainly conserving his energy now here in this 9th round. Chasing and hunting, but not finding a whole lot.
It's fights like that, you know, like Jimmy Moore, Matthew Macklin. Matthew Macklin started off so fast. Once you put it on you and you're gone, you have to sort of keep bluffing your way through, and you have to pace on. And this is it now for the remainder of the fight.
Yeah. He's really, well, you can just see it in his face. There's some real...
How fresh he looks and how fresh he must be compared to Chisora. Is the one look at the ropes, turn him around and Parker will want to hold. See?
Get away from him. There you go. There you go. Line. Nice, great job.
from Parker. Chisora takes it, comes back with some work.
Went to work, and now he's got a little bit more space to do so. The combinations and the way he does.
There's some tough rounds to score in this fight,
Yeah,
particularly early on.
I agree, Nick. The head movement at the moment is non-existent for Derek Parker's throwing at the moment because he still has the speed and the power, which Chisora is now lacking because of...
Absolutely out of gas against Tyson Fury after 10. And then, of course, Dillian White plays a tight as well. But will Chisora hit empty? Any scorecards completely irrelevant. He's so willing.
He jabbed and went to throw a left hook towards Chisora, and it was just a little bit too short. If he lengthens that...
If an opponent has been working the body, this is where you start to see it in the guy. Very, very fresh and full of running here. And his conditioning has been absolutely spot on. On the floor inside the first 10 seconds. Derek Chisora still bravely, gamely plodding away.
You need to see that head movement back from Chisora. Just punch the body. Just keep touching him to the body.
They're saying, screaming he's hurt. He picks that right hand and Chisora is hurt. He's back right up. Or is he setting up?
That uppercut may have landed there.
Well, he certainly backed away there. Yeah, both being urged on by their respective corners, but not a lot. He finished with the left hook from Parker. Chisora's work rate is noticeably dipping.
I think it did. He took a couple of steps back when he could have been forcing the issue.
The Parker jab has certainly got stronger and more effective along with this one. Has flowed from that, of course. Lead with the right hand now. Chisora
calling it, whether that knockdown is going to play a big factor in the score, and the game's come on strong.
It's a different second half to the fight for sure.
But of course, points-wise, we knew that if it went late and it was close on the cards, that it could be. There's a little bit of distance between himself and Chisora in these next 3 minutes.
First blow of the last round in. One of those right hands over the top.
The way, and I felt like he did give the last round away. Maybe he was trying to conserve his energy for this
work that we've seen from Parker in the second half of this fight. The early knockdown, those good pull. This is way too close to call with any great confidence.
And in my opinion, that's 7 rounds to 5 for Parker. With the knockdown, he wins by 1 point.
And we're coming down to the final minute of this one. Now Parker's going for the big finish.
Joseph Parker.
I agree.
And he's got him in big trouble here. Chisora is rocked. Now can Parker keep the pressure on? No, Chisora comes in.
Well, he let him off completely, didn't he? Nick had him on the ropes. Chisora looked a little bit out of ideas.
The gas and worked a little bit harder to get Chisora out today. He looks out on his feet at the moment.
In the Dillian White fight, that he didn't let his hands go earlier, didn't he? And that got to the final bell when he was
115, 113, Chisora. 116, 111, Parker. 115 to 113, Lupe Soliana.
Oh, Parker's got it on a split decision. Derek